following podcast may contain explicit language not suitable for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. So I think last time I saw you guys was last decade. Yeah, so
you're so
how's
funny.
the decade been, everybody?
God, I hate you so much.
It's been quite a decade of wrestling, hasn't it?
Quite a fucking decade. But you know, we're in a whole new decade now.
It's a whole new decade. It's 2020, and yeah, here we are. So welcome everybody to the Shoot Style Sauna podcast. This is a new season. It is now season 2 of the show, and I am your host, the King of Shoot Style, Stel. I'm joined by 3 guests today, making his return after a bit of a sabbatical away. We have Eric.
Back from excursion. I'm back. Let's go.
After unfortunately getting screwed by Mother Nature last night for the shooties, he has been able to come back. We're happy to have him back. I am once again joined by Matt.
Hello.
And our producer Tim is here too.
What's up, guys?
How the hell are you?
Dude, I'm doing fantastic. Stel, how are you doing?
Good. How about you? How about the rest of you?
Doing pretty good. A little tired from the holidays, but excited about wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got a lot of wrestling to talk about on this one. You know, the new year has kicked off in quite a way. There's some stuff that, I didn't expect, and some stuff I found funny as well, which we'll start to get into. The first thing I've written down happened on Monday. So Big Show showed up.
Oh, yeah, Big Show did show up.
I don't care. I just don't care. I think it was dumb. I think it was stupid. That was dumb.
I think it was just a nice one time. Where were they for Raw this week?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
They were in Memphis.
Yeah,
That's close to North. He's from North Carolina.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's probably close to his house. Just like, hey, Big Show, come on in.
Everyone
we
was
got a
in
match.
Memphis this week.
He's going to talk about it. He's going to talk about this episode of Raw on the Big Show show. Netflix show?
Probably will.
He's going to be on the show?
Probably fucking will.
Yeah, I got to plug something.
Yeah, exactly. So we
show.
don't know if this... I've heard this match has been rebooked for this coming Raw on Monday at time of recording, this being on a Saturday. So he might be sticking around till the Rumble. Then he might just go away and do media and stuff like that. I mean, he's in really good shape. I'll give him that. He looks really good.
He's ripped, and it scares me.
Yeah, a guy...
because he was fat before, and then he was like, oh, people don't like me because I'm fat? Fine, I'll tone up.
I mean, the guy...
It wasn't because people didn't like him. It was his health reasons, man.
I mean, yeah, in the mid-2000s when he was at his biggest, he was eating pizza and milk every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Well, same.
So, I do that now.
So me too. That's the
diet.
college diet, baby.
I mean, yeah, but also trying to maintain that, but whatever. But yeah, so I think the whole angle going ahead from here on Raw for that whole Big Show schmoz, I think it's going to be Seth in the AOP against KO, Joe, and Big Show. So I don't know if it's going to be a pay-per-view thing, but...
It's just the O team.
The O team.
The KO
no.
The KO Joe show.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Cassius, oh, no.
Oh, no.
Cassius, oh, yes.
Speaking of returns, going from Memphis, we're going to stay in the South. We're going to go over to Hotlanta in Atlanta for NWA Power, where I couldn't believe this.
Big Papa Pump.
Holler if you hear me. So, for those who haven't seen, not everybody here watches Power, so I'll catch everybody up to speed. So, to close NWA Power this week, Nick Aldis was talking to Ricky Morton. That's right, Ricky Morton, the Rock and Roll Express.
Not the one with the lazy eye.
Nope, not Robert Gibson. We'll talk about him in a bit. Who are the NWA World Tag Team Champions, for those who don't know. And they're talking about this whole thing where Ricky Morton wants a shot at Sweet Charlotte, the 10 pounds of gold. So Nick Aldis goes, oh, I'll tell you what. So I'm going to have my guys being the wild card and the third man. And he's going to have them go against T. Morton, which is not going to be Ricky Morton. It's going to be Robert Gibson and 2 people, probably Tim Storm and Robert Gibson's lazy eye, for all we know.
Dude, Robert Gibson's eyes look 2 different ways.
They do. Ever since you pointed that out, and I'm like, I can't unsee this. When we were watching Into the Fire, I'm like, yeah, no, he's not. He doesn't know where he is.
The type of asshole that I am. The whole match, and Stel will confirm this with you. I only talked about Robert Gibson's lazy eye.
And we're like,
dude, it was bad.
And saying that they were 1,000.
Dude, he's 1,000. He looks old as shit.
Going back to the segment, they're standing there. It's just the Rock and Roll Express, and then not Royal Flush, Strictly Business. Aldis is stable, and then Aldis asks, "Who's the third man, brother?" Obvious WCW reference, and then, it's this guy. We're talking about independent contractors here, and then the sirens hit. We hear
Big Papa
holler
Pump.
if you hear me, and then walking down from the crowd is Scott Steiner.
He still looks as he always did.
He looks ripped,
which is half gross and half jacked.
It's scary.
Scott Steiner has weird arms. His arms are weird.
Yeah, his
now,
biceps
with all
are
the
like
steroids.
squares.
Yeah.
As long as I don't hear Steiner math, I'm fine.
I want to laugh.
You
at
know
that.
he's gonna pull that out.
He's gonna walk.
Why?
You know he's pulling that out.
You
in
know he's gonna
power.
walk with the Dave Marquez, do something like that.
But we
on Power.
want to hear Steiner math, though.
We want. It's the meme. We all want to hear it.
Do it for the meme.
So next week it's going to be this. It's going to be the wild cards and Scott Steiner teaming up to face Robert Gibson, probably Tim Storm, and a third man. We don't know.
Ricky Starks.
It can't be Ricky Morton. Yeah, Ricky Starks actually does make sense here because that whole angle they did with him and all the Sun Power.
Just a solid match.
It was good for only being 6 minutes because there's the whole TV time limit thing. And I guess we'll stick with NWA for a bit with hard times coming up. We're not doing predictions yet. That's going to be saved for
because there's no matches
next
yet.
time. Yeah, it's just a TV title tournament. So for those who follow the NWA at least, who do we think is going to be the TV champion?
It's got, look, question mark.
Question mark.
It
Yeah.
makes it's only if it's not question mark.
Starks.
Honestly, I would love to see Ricky Starks.
Stroke Daddy.
Stroke Daddy, Ricky Starks, baby.
Fucking awesome
I think Ricky Starks and question mark will be the final.
Yeah, and then I think Steven, almost at Sandow, Aaron Stevens will probably get involved, like what happened in Into the Fire.
Into the fire. Yeah. Question mark.
Yeah, because there's the whole storyline of Aaron Stevens, question mark, wanting all the belts, according to Stevens. So the whole deal is that question mark will win the TV title. They will then target the tag titles, whoever the champions, then probably Rock and Roll Express. And then once they have both titles, Stevens will challenge for the 10 pounds of gold. I personally would love to see him go for the 10 pounds of gold, but I'm curious to see how they're going to go about that.
I'm gonna say no to that, Chief. I'm gonna say a quick no.
Who else will face all this? Well, aside from Marty after like hard times is over. Yeah. I don't know who else can. Eli Drake.
Eli
Drake's doing some stuff right now.
Boom, Cole Cabana.
Yeah, because there's the whole thing of Anderson going on with Cabana right now. We're like, yeah, I don't like you now.
Cole Cabana.
Boom, Cole Cabana. Isn't he a former champion?
He was a NWA US champion. That's
right, and then they retired that title.
Yeah,
it's a national championship, which is a bad title.
Looks gross. Looks disgusting.
Old. Like a lot of the
bad.
people in that promotion. We're gonna go back to the land of the E, as the millennials like to call it, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the Rumble. We'll talk about that later. So a big takeaway from Raw this week also was that our champion's gonna be in the Rumble, and I'm like,
but the title's not on the line.
That's why I didn't like it.
It's not on the line, which I'm like, oh, okay.
I can understand if the title was on the line and he's gonna go number one. I'm fine with that.
Know this?
Did you not hear about this?
I heard about it. I didn't believe it. I thought it was kayfabe news that said that.
No,
which is like the Onion for wrestling fans.
I honestly thought it was kayfabe news that said that.
No, it was Paul.
No.
It was Big Paul.
Paul said.
Paul said
this is
real.
This is real life.
First
this is what opened Raw.
First Raw promo of 2020. Paul comes out and he says, "There's no one I think that can challenge Brock. So you know what? Brock's gonna go number one in the Rumble, and he's not gonna defend his title. Just go fuck yourself."
That's so dumb.
Because no one's good enough to fight him, which I kind of understand.
Or this is how they're gonna find their challenger. Whoever eliminates Brock, that's going to be his challenger.
Which will be Tyson Q Fury.
I hope not.
I hope not. I hope it's Kevin Owens. It's going to... That was good. That was a good Sam Little impression.
He had to really suck that one in to get that.
I did like breathe in. I'm like, all right, let's do this.
That was a good Sam Little impression.
Hi, Sam.
Look, it's going to be Tyson Fury. You know it is.
Or Cain Velasquez.
It should not be Cain. He already ruined it. But
it should be neither of them.
It should be neither of them.
A full-time wrestler, wrestler.
If we were the Smarks out there booking this show, it should be someone like Kevin Owens doing it.
Kevin Owens should do it.
Yes, Kevin Owens.
It should be Kevin Owens or Matt Riddle.
But it will.
I don't care when people say I want it to be Matt Riddle.
And I think this is why I disagree with Stel. Here's why it shouldn't be Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle wants it, but like Matt Riddle is, if I've heard the reports right, he's kind of an asshole backstage, so he won't get it.
Damn it.
He's a sack of shit backstage, from what I've heard. He's very hard to control.
I mean, when you're Matt Riddle and like you can pretty much do what you want at this point, it can be kind of hard to control. I don't know what he's like as a person. Like,
I've honestly heard he's a shitbag.
Yeah,
I've heard he's a shitbag. But Matt Riddle will be funny. I don't think it should be him. I think it should be Kevin Owens.
Yeah,
it will be Tyson Fury, but I think it should be
Kevin Owens. Like,
it will be Tyson Fury
because he's talking one of the biggest KO fans right here.
KO,
KO all the way.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. So, KO gets to touch a stop-start push these days, too. Like, okay, we're going to push Kevin Owens for a bit. All right, he's in the background now. We're going to push him again for the bit. All right, he's in the background again.
Yeah, what happened?
Now we're, doing this thing where he's prominent on Raw. We don't know where it's going. Like, will he end up with a mid-card title, which we don't want, because he's already been U.S. champion. It was like,
been U.S. champion, he's been Intercontinental champion.
What happened to his whole fuck authority type thing?
He beat Shane in that ladder match.
That was it.
He beat Shane. That was
he won.
He's done.
Yeah, he won. So that's all.
What happened to WWE with continuing fucking characters?
Since fucking when?
20 years ago.
Since when, dude? You're a little late to the party here,
Chief.
Yeah, no, it's been
Attitude Era. Attitude Era.
Yeah, it was a
ever
while
since
ago.
Ruthless Aggression was over.
I mean, like once he beat Shane, what else are you gonna do for the Authority? He has no other reason. He got rid of the biggest problem. So I don't know what he's going to go from there. He hung out for a bit. He went to Raw, did the War Games thing, which was cool.
Did this fucking thing.
And then Survivor Series happened, and now here we are with him against Seth in the OP. I think it's going well for him right now. The whole thing with Joe is cool. I just want to see a bigger payoff to it, and I think it should be at the Rumble. He should eliminate Brock by some crazy spot, and yeah, that's our Mania feud. Will it happen?
Nope.
I'm going to be mad, but yeah, no.
But
if it was my wildest dreams, Walter would kill Brock and eliminate him.
We need to think about this too. I know Vince and KO like working together. They have a good dynamic together, but does Vince see KO as a credible challenger to Brock?
Triple H definitely does. I don't know about Vince, though.
Pretty much because Triple H put the belt on Owens.
Yeah, he did, because he was NXT champion for a
He was Universal champion.
No, Universal champion.
Triple H endorsed him when it happened.
He was like, fuck it. He went after
This is
Balor.
like 4 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
He went after Balor.
So-
I think Triple H could convince Vince.
Yeah, they'd have to a meeting. Like him, Paul, and Vince will sit down and they'll talk about it, like probably on the road to Mania, or like in the weeks coming up. Actually, it's make or break.
Honestly,
might be happening right now for all we know.
No, you're 2 weeks out.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Like you never know, it could happen where Owens actually does eliminate Brock.
I want it to happen.
Some real big dick energy, if you ask me.
So who do we think number 2 will be? Like,
I think for the meme it'll be Matt Riddle. I think number 2 for the whole meme.
Yeah, it's either like some NXT or just some jobber. Like, I don't know.
I think for the meme it has to be Matt Riddle.
Well, like Zack Ryder comes
because
out.
everyone will be like, "Yep."
Oh, don't do.
Or Kurt Hawkins.
No, it has to be someone that like will give him at least a couple minutes.
Or could it be like Roman, and then they're fighting the whole most of the night?
Roman's still a book for the show, which we'll get into later.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't think they'll make Roman do that much work in one night.
No, because even when the Rumble when he came in number 1, they took him out for like 20 minutes.
That might happen to Brock too, for all we know. That could very much happen to Brock.
Yeah,
and we'll be like, "Oh shit!" and then Lesnar wins.
He'll come back, be in the final 4, and get thrown out by whoever he's going to face him. Yay, fanfare. Moving on from that, we had some on Tuesday, like 3 a.m. or some shit. So Miz said something on WWE backstage. He was taking off his mic. There was like some Instagram video, and he says, "Oh, I'm sorry I didn't change the culture," or something like that. Shout out to Punk when he said that on backstage. Led to Punk saying some interesting things.
I am not proud of my
Twitter.
dad.
Some very not nice things.
I am not
we'll
proud
repeat
of
it
my
because
dad.
this is a Radar podcast. If you're listening to this, well, we warned you. So he said, I don't have the direct quote, but I'm going to paraphrase. Yeah, go suck a money-covered dick in Saudi Arabia.
It was blood money.
Blood money. Yeah, thank you. I forgot about that part.
Thank you, Eric, for the clarification there.
Thank you. So, this came out of nowhere, and I was like, okay, that escalated really quickly. So thoughts? Was this too far?
I am not proud of my dad.
I think it was a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Miz was just having a good time. Like, I'm sure, like, the guests, I think they also, like, laughed at, like, that little joke, and, like, Punk obviously didn't take kind of... Did they have, like, any, like, history? Did they have any beef?
No. I don't think they ever did.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably could be, like, annoyed by The Miz, because I know there's plenty of stories of people being annoyed by The Miz backstage.
Yeah, Miz is... I feel like...
Because it's The Miz.
It's The Miz, you know.
It's very synonymous for that.
Yeah, he can be. Like, remember the fried chicken thing? Like, when he, like, was first, like, in WWE?
Yep.
That was funny.
Like, it might have been a thing where, like... It was backstage, Miz annoyed the shit out of him, Punk's like, fuck this guy, and then, like, it might have escalated. It might not be reported on, but it might have happened.
Yeah,
you know?
It's really... the tweet has been deleted, fortunately, but, you know, we can screenshot things, you know, it's the internet, it's going to live in infamy. Shout out to Damian Priest.
Punishment Martinez.
Also, Punk might have been
Call him
drunk.
by his real name.
He could have been drunk when he tweeted that.
Yeah, it was like at 3 a.m., so we don't know. Maybe he was slagging off
Could've
with
been
AJ
on
or something.
Ambien.
Yeah.
So yeah, Punk, weird, but at least you deleted the tweet and it's not there. But, you know, we all saw that. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and yeah, that happened. Going to more positive things, we have 2 more things.
Mercedes Martinez.
This came out of nowhere, and I'm actually really excited for this.
Mercedes Martinez is great.
She's
also shout out to Connecticut. Mercedes Martinez is Connecticut born.
Wait, is she?
Waterbury, baby.
I know she's Puerto Rican.
Shout out to the 860, baby.
She is a Bariqua. So, yeah, this was announced like on Tuesday evening, and it was announced that Mercedes Martinez did sign with WWE. This is interesting because it comes after...
Surprised, because she was just on AEW
she was on Dark.
recently.
Yeah, she was on Dark, and she was at All Out, the last person in the Casino Battle Royal. She didn't do much, but, you know, it was like, oh, crap, it's Mercedes Martinez. She's a big deal. And we've seen her in the company before. She was in both Mae Young Classics, making it pretty far both times. Mm-hmm. I know her match with Satomura was a really good match when she got eliminated, and I think the first one she got a good run. I think she lost to Shayna Baszler in the first one.
I've actually never seen either.
I've never seen any.
I
remember I watched the first one. I know
2018 she lost to Maiko Satomura. First one I think she lost to Shayna.
Yes.
Or it was Kyrie. It was one of them because she got pretty far.
Yeah.
So we didn't know. I thought she was going to be all elite. But no,
I like this. They could.
I like
They
it.
need to beef up their
She
women's
could be-
division.
I mean, she is pretty old, but
So is she going to be, because of her age, do you
She's
think she's
39.
going to be coming on as on-air talent, or is she going to be like a coach?
I
in the
think she'll start as
performance
on-air
center?
talent.
I think she'll be performance center.
Yeah, she can be she'll start as on-air talent. She might pop up, do maybe a farewell storyline or something like that to cap off her career. Maybe she'll do something big, but then she'll eventually settle down into that performance coach role. She'll help out other women's recruits, and it'll be really good for her because she's been pretty much everywhere at this point. She's been all over the country. She's been I don't think she was at Stardom, but she's been all across the different promotions. She did All Elite for a bit. She has been WWE before, so I'm interested and I'm excited to see what she does. And we'll get into more about NXT in a little bit, but we'll see what comes of it. Let's go over to the East. We're going to talk a little bit about what happened in the Tokyo Dome this past
Eric,
weekend.
all you had to do was stay with Jericho. And
I
you sucked
should have
it.
gone with my gut.
You should have.
I should have too, to be fair, but I wanted chaos, and that being Tanahashi, not the stable. But so Wrestle Kingdom 14 was this past weekend, and we had ourselves a prediction contest.
I was one of the only ones who got one match right.
What was it?
I think it was
you had Switchblade, right?
Oh yeah.
You had Switchblade for the third place.
It
I
was
also
the
had Switchblade
text
for the third class.
you sent me a text earlier that morning.
Because you had Switchblade 2 belts,
Yeah.
and I was like, if you
You're
want
dumb.
to lose, that's fine. I will let you know, but it's not going to happen. And you were like, fine, I'll switch.
Yeah, but that was on this episode. That was on this
Shocking, Tim gets it
podcast.
right.
No,
It's recorded. It's on this podcast.
No, it was a separate text.
It was a separate
Okay.
text. It was the morning. It was the morning after the night one of
Wrestle Kingdom.
Wrestle Kingdom.
It was
and you sent
wasn't
me a
like you were in
text saying,
second.
"F you got this right. I'm so mad at you."
Oh, it was.
Which text was it?
No, it was Fin Juice.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
Fin
that's right,
Juice.
Fin
It's Fin Juice because he was the only one who picked
We all
Fin
picked-
Juice.
we all picked
And I remember
GOG.
texting him the day after, and I was like, "You stupid fucking piece of shit! You picked Fin Juice. Everyone else picked GOG." I was so mad.
Yes, but that didn't matter in the end because Schmidt, you didn't win.
And
I won.
Hey, he was second.
You did win. I was
And
second.
Stel, I had promised a reward, and I had promised that I will announce it on this show.
You did.
Even though I've already told them, so fuck it. But you know what?
Do it
I'm going to
live.
do it anyway. So, Stel, you got 60% of the show. That's not bad. All Eric had to do was pick
500.
Jericho, and he would have tied, but Eric's a stupid piece of shit anyways.
Dummy.
Fucking
Yeah.
got him. And Schmidt got second, so Eric, you can extra go fuck yourself.
It could be Tim though who tied for last.
I got last. It didn't matter. So, Estelle, you get two things. So you get a bottle of a little bit of the bubbly, which, because I ordered 2 bottles, that was the minimum you could get. So you can have bottled bubbly, but you also,
Half of the bubbly.
February 28th at the Garden in Boston, SmackDown on Friday. Estelle, you get 2 tickets. You and a friend of your choice can go see SmackDown.
So Eric, since you didn't pick Jericho, you want a birthday present?
Yes, I would.
Yeah, so you want to go? Since these guys are busy on Friday nights.
Absolutely.
So yeah, there we go.
Hey,
That was easy.
But congratulations, Stell. And when we get to predictions for this next weekend, I hope I beat you. Even though I will probably get last, and I will have to do the punishment that I will announce in a bit.
When we get to that, so yeah, we'll stick with that. So I will say, for the context, I'm the one who said Liger is going to lose his retirement match.
Which I'm stupid. As soon as you said, I was like, "Oh, this guy's dumb." And then you told me about the custom, and I was like,
Totally forgot about the old school custom. Go out on your back, put the young
It's
guy
Liger
over.
too. Why
yeah.
wouldn't he put people over?
Because
That's
we
what
were
he
looking for a
does.
feel-good moment.
Which I'm surprised
Yeah,
he
we
lost.
still got it.
He lost night
You're
1.
dashing.
We are on the fringes of World War III. We wanted a feel-good
Oh,
moment.
let's not talk about the president. We don't talk about that on this podcast.
Oh God, no! I'm surprised he lost night 1. I'm actually really
Yeah,
surprised.
that was one I didn't expect.
Because I was like, dude, it's a bunch of old dudes. Like come
Liger
on.
and friends against his Liger foes. Liger friends have to win, right? And then Liger took the fall. And I'm like, oh.
Liger took the fall from
and none of us
the
and
coach.
and we all got it wrong.
The coach, Ryusuke Taguchi.
Yeah,
God.
not Jonathan Coachman.
Iron Hips, not Jonathan Coachman, the host of Madden 20. But
That's true. So also from that match, the scary Swanton. Who was that?
it was Bushi.
Yeah.
No, Bushi. No, Bushi.
We'll get to him almost dying
Not
twice
the,
later
oh,
on.
the scary Swanton. What?
In the opening match, he didn't tuck his neck. There was somebody in the match in the Liger.
Oh,
first
it
Liger
was.
match.
It was. I forget, but I will
Not
find
Fujinami.
it. Not Fujinami. Was it Nakisano?
No, I don't think it was him.
Was it the Great Sasuke? Was it Tiger Mask?
Sasuke makes sense. I don't think it was Sasuke. I don't know.
No,
it was scary.
it was Sasuke.
Oh yeah, it
was
was
Great
scary,
Sasuke.
but he's okay, thank God. Rest of the show. Let's talk about what we liked from the show. So let's go around the table. What was everyone's match of the night?
Well, there's
Or
2
weekend.
nights. Which night?
Weekend.
You know what? Match of everything.
So everything on the card.
Match of the card.
Match of the show.
We're doing it live.
All right, match of night one is a tie between the junior heavyweight championship match and the heavyweight championship match.
Yeah, that's kind of the consensus I see.
They're both different and unique in their own ways, and I just cannot decide which one.
One is fast-paced, balls-to-the-wall wrestling in the junior heavyweight match. Two is a very
hard-hitting, slower, hard-hitting, big moves.
Big move match.
Kota Ibushi almost breaking his neck again.
Kota Ibushi, you are made of rubber.
You are scary. Like, also Ibushi going to the dark side and, like, getting booed by the Tokyo Dome because he
that closed fist.
Yeah, that was scary. And the crowd's like, we don't like that. Don't kill Okada, please.
What I didn't realize about Ibushi, because I don't watch too much of him in Japan, but he has moments of just no selling. Yeah. Like, he'll get the shit beaten out of him, and he'll just stand up. People are like, this is cool. This is fun. You see it in his eyes.
You really see it when he fought Jay White in night 2.
He was getting the shit.
That's where I thought he was gonna win, especially because you just see him. It's like Jay White, he's like dying, and then Ibushi's just standing over him, looking hard as fuck. Like, dude, don't even try it.
Yeah, no. People make the worst decisions get into a strike contest with Kota Ibushi. Okada made that mistake, and Jay White made that mistake too. Like, you don't get into a strike contest with Kota Ibushi.
Kota Ibushi will kick a building.
Yeah, and his knee strike.
What about that was your match of the night for night 1. What about night 2?
Night 2.
I think it's the main event.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be.
I think it's the main event, or not Jericho Tanahashi. I thought that was actually bad.
I didn't like it.
Well, two aging superstars.
Tanahashi can still go.
It's great on paper.
Tanahashi can still go. Jericho should
great for his
retire
age.
soon.
Jericho is old. And
he's got the dad bod now. He's rocking and rolling. But
he does all his classic tropes in New Japan.
A little bit of bubbly in him.
Yeah, no inner circle is there.
No inner circle is there, but he did bring the title with him.
He did bring the title, which is cool.
But even like Jay White and Ibushi, even though
the Gato thing was a bit much, but
a bit much.
I'm not gonna lie. Unpopular opinion. I think Switchblade and Ibushi was better than Okada Naito. I think it was just a hair better. I think the story was story was told better. I think the action was a little faster.
I think.
Oh no!
I'm a little biased.
Don't get me wrong. I loved Okada Naito.
It started fast and he didn't win.
I think if I had to pick a match to watch again, it would from either of the two. It would be Switchblade Ibushi.
Why? Because Ibushi kills Jay White.
Besides that, which was super fun, and I loved that, and I was like, "Holy shit, Switchblade's about to die." I think the action was a little faster. I think the Gato stuff was kind of interesting. I think the story was much better to tell. It was a little more spread out. Naito was a very end moment. He's finally gonna fucking do it. Like, we all kind of saw it coming. But I think it's the Switchblade stuff, it caught you off guard. I think that was a little bit better though.
I'm going to disagree with that because I think the whole Naito Okada stuff has been building for what feels like 3 years.
It's kind of like this is their Rock Austin.
This is their Rock Austin. This has happened twice at a big stage. The first time was when Naito was the Roman Reigns babyface getting pushed.
Except for that, but that night they didn't main event. That was
middle of the card, wasn't it?
There was a fan vote between the heavyweight championship match between Okada and Naito, and then the Intercontinental Championship match between Nakamura and Tanahashi, then Nakamura and Tanahashi won the vote.
Badass match.
That sounds crazy back in the day too, because Tanahashi was much younger too. Jesus Christ, yeah. So, and then we had Wrestle Kingdom 12, which is where we all thought Naito was going to win, but he just lost. And it's like, oh come on, Gato, you got to book him to win. And then we finally get to this point, which in 2020. We get to this point where Naito finally gets his chance after coming to the Tokyo Dome with nothing, for the record. He walked in with nothing.
And now he's 2 belts.
And now he left with everything.
Which I love this moment when Kenta came out and was like, fuck you. I loved it.
I was like,
it was so heel energy, but honestly, Kenta deserved that.
With one kick, Kenta became the most hated man in Japan.
He silenced the Tokyo Dome too. It was
honestly, it was a fantastic.
He came out of nowhere.
It was a fantastic moment with Kenta sitting over him, holding both belts.
He did the Shibata post.
He's gonna lose at New Beginning.
He should because he's stupid otherwise.
But he's gonna win one of the titles. He shouldn't win both.
Well, do you think?
I think he should win IC belts.
He should win Intercontinental.
Do you think the New Japan matchmakers are gonna do one defense for both titles?
No, it's for both. It's for both.
It's for both.
It is for both. I think
so. Naito will win it. But if they're doing someone he gets to pick which belt to drop, I think Kenta should take Intercontinental.
Yes.
But I think it was a fantastic moment having Kenta there.
I think it's too soon for Kenta to take the world title off of Naito.
Naito needs to hold the world title.
Plus, Kenta's only been there for not even a year yet, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
It's been a year.
He was released in February or January.
Yeah, so it was close.
His last big match was the Royal Rumble last year for the Cruiserweight Championship.
That's right, he wasn't
that Fatal 4-Way.
I thought he was at Wrestle Kingdom last year.
No, he wasn't. It was at Rumble. So
or am I thinking of when he beat Ishii?
That was wasn't that in
Is
the
it
summer?
Royal Quest?
Royal
Royal
Quest.
Quest.
That's what I
That
was
was in
thinking.
August.
Okay,
Yeah,
that was his first big.
That was big wrestle day. Jesus Christ.
Big wrestle day.
Yeah. So other takeaways from the show. I mean, so we'll go. I mean, Tim, we already talked about your favorite match. I'll say like some of my other matches that I liked. So Naito Okada was my favorite. Okada versus Bushi was night number 2. 3 was junior heavyweight match because we haven't talked about it that much. The spot of the whole weekend was the Sasuke special. They go out. He gets him on the ring. He Germans him. Ospreay lands on his feet. Runs at Takahashi.
The belly to belly.
Belly to belly. He contorts his body to go
Through the ropes.
rope, and then hits a Sasuke special.
And allegedly, he Ospreay broke his heel on that last landing.
Yeah, which Jesus Christ, he finished the match too.
And then he comes out the next night too.
He comes out. A
New Year's Dash.
New Year's Dash. He's in the tag match, and he works the match, so
Yeah.
he's doing okay. So it looks like it's not that serious, which is good because I think there's this whole thing that's going to happen where he's going to go up to heavyweight division, which is why I thought he was going to lose.
Yep.
And he's going to fight Zack Sabre Jr. first. We've seen this match, I think, in the G1, and I think Zack won.
Which I'm fine with.
Yeah, I think Zack beat him in the G1. So this is probably going to be for the Rev Pro title. Will Ospreay win the Rev Pro title from him?
No.
They're both English guys.
I don't think he should.
I think if they do another show like Royal Quest in England, then that would main event it.
Yeah, it should.
It's too,
I think ZSJ should hold it for a bit.
Yeah, because
A hot minute.
He's gone on for almost a year.
Yeah, I also think
back
Suzuki wants to become Saber-Goon. Because if this is Suzuki's tail end of his career, they're going to turn over to Zack probably, and then he'll become Saber-Goon.
Saber-Goon.
And then the whole thing will be Zack. I love Zack's thing of Strong Style is dead, long live Saberism. He literally said it, and I'm like, that's kick ass.
That's tough.
That's amazing.
That's tough, dude.
So that's one of the. And speaking of Zack Sabre Jr., he had a great match with Sonata.
He did.
Yes, he did.
It was only like 12 minutes, but it was some technical wrestling and then some. Lots of like crucifix pins, lots of like reversals, lots of mat wrestling, which we don't really see a lot in Japan. I feel like, but it's two of these guys, and Sonata himself was really impressive. I can see why Triple H wants to sign Sonata. Will it happen?
No,
probably not. But
it's
going to take a lot.
I think he's too big of a part of LIJ still.
Yeah, plus he's also going to get this big push now. He's fighting Jay White, I think, in singles action next, because Jay White said he wants to bring him back to reality. And I'm like, ooh. I'm curious to see how that match will go. Another highlight, Okada's entrance. I don't know how we've talked about this
sick. That was sick.
So, if you haven't seen it, go watch.
Night 1 or night 2?
Night 1.
Night 1. Night 2 was pretty simple.
Night 2 he just walked out. And
okay.
It was
I was
simple
wondering which
entrances.
one.
In Night 1, he came out with the black screen. It starts raining. He has an umbrella, puts it away, and then he summons like these two. There must be like some Japanese lore behind it, like these two giants.
I thought that was kind of a slight at Ibushi because in the promo video, Ibushi goes to Guardians that look just like that. It was all in Japan, and I don't speak Japanese, but
yeah, we don't know this. We're just assuming things. We're just uncultured. So it was
dumb.
Super freaking cool. I also found out some of the original plans for Wrestle Kingdom had Kenny Omega stayed.
Yep, it was
allegedly.
Yep,
that was a legend. So Omega was supposed to hold the title all through 2018 if he wasn't going to leave, and the plan was for Naito to be champion at the end of it, no matter what. And I think the main event was it going to be Okada versus Naito, no matter what, or was it going to be Omega versus Naito for both belts?
I think it was Omega.
Yeah, so Kenny was supposed to beat Tanahashi. He was then going to face he was going to face Okada, the G1 Supercard. He was going to beat Okada again. Okada would go for the IC belt. He would hold it for I think until Wrestle Kingdom, where he would fight Naito. Naito would beat Okada to win the IC title, then I think face Omega and then win both belts. So the plan was always put both belts on Naito, which is they had to make an audible when Kenny left. So yeah,
still dig it.
Gato with the long-term booking and the adaptation.
Gato.
You just have to throw a different Bullet Club leader in there. So yeah, anything else on Wrestle Kingdom?
I'm good.
It was good.
It was good.
A lot of fun. We'll go from one pay-per-view to another. So we're gonna go into our predictions time.
Oh yeah, baby!
So we have 2 pay-per-views to predict because we're doing 2 of them because yes, we're crazy. We're gonna start with the first one being NXT UK Takeover Blackpool 2.
All right, boys. I will
from the Empress Ballroom in Blackpool, England.
Cut me off again, you stupid fuck. All right.
Read your cues, man.
Hey, you right. My bad. That's my humble apologies from me. I am now your master of ceremonies. All right, we're gonna go match by match. To go very quickly on this. So, what I think will be match of the night: Tyler Bate against Jordan Devlin. Stel, start me off.
I go for Tyler Bate. This is really hard. This is probably the hardest match on the card to call. We'll get to why. You'll probably see when we talk more about my predictions, but my predictions are very heel-focused. So I think this might open the show, too, actually.
It probably will.
This or Eddie Dennis. And
this or Eddie Dennis killing Trent Seven, which we'll get to in a bit. This is a match that is going to be, as Tim said, probably a match of the year contender. Definitely going to be match of the night, in my opinion. But this is going to be a very competitive night. Whoever wants to win that award, it's going to be very close. I think Devlin could use the win, But considering that I think Tyler Bate should be the top babyface of NXT UK and he needs a big takeover rebound, I just dropped something, don't mind that. I think Tyler Bate will edge him out, but I think Devlin will get respect from Tyler Bate, which will eventually prompt a Devlin face turn in the long term. That's my reasoning. I won't be surprised if I'm wrong, because, like I said, Devlin could really use this win. It just depends on my predictions might be not suited for him to win this. Tim, going to you.
The big strong boy. Because he's the big strong boy, and we do love big strong boys.
Big strong boy.
Schmidt.
Big
Tyler
strong
Bate,
boy.
because I fucking love Tyler Bate.
I like that reasoning. right there. Eric.
Jordan Devlin.
The one disagreement on the show.
It's his time. You can tell it in his promos. You can tell it in his promos. It's his time, and if they wait any longer, he's gonna lose all the heat that he has. It's time.
True.
It's time. It's time. It's Devlin time.
I'm about to say it's not Vader time because rest in peace.
It's not.
Vader time no longer with us, unfortunately.
That I didn't know that.
But yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a very competitive match, and they should at least get 20 minutes.
And can I just say one thing that I really love about Jordan Devlin calling himself the Irish Ace is because I think, especially over in America, the Ace in New Japan, Hiroshi Tanahashi, the Ace is usually one of the top guys. If he's not the heavyweight champion, this is like the face of the company. Mm-hmm. And with Jordan Devlin, yeah.
Nice.
I like you enough. I'll give you another shot at it if you want.
With Jordan Devlin coming out, call himself the Irish Ace, he's bringing that tradition over to the American fans, to the European fans, and I just love that.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, we're going to transition to probably the biggest squash match ever of 2020 so far. Trent Seven and Eddie Dennis. I will start. Eddie Dennis will murder Trent Seven.
Yeah,
why? Because have you looked at Eddie Dennis? He's massive. Awesome.
Scary,
Schmidt.
man.
Eddie Dennis, because he's going to friggin' kill, man.
I like that. Eric.
Eddie Dennis, god damn that look in his eye.
He's terrifying. Stel.
Eddie Dennis, because Prime Target really hammered this home. What Eric said. It's a whole different Eddie Dennis that Trent Seven's looking at right now. Trent's like, that's not Eddie Dennis. And if that's somebody else trying to get my attention.
If you are interested in NXT UK Takeover Blackpool and you haven't watched the Prime Target special from the network, it is on YouTube and the network.
Watch it.
Check it out.
Shit.
Watch it as soon as you can.
It was amazing.
Before you watch it, when this comes out.
If you want to learn how to hype up a show,
Prime Target.
That's how you do it.
They did it for Cardiff too, and it was really well done.
That's how you do it.
So.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels is cut so far in, but yeah, Eddie Dennis because he's gonna squash him. I don't see what Trent gets out of this. It's gonna be interesting to see where Mustache Mountain goes from here because they're not in the Dusty Classic, which I found interesting.
Which is understandable.
Well, they explained it's because Mustache Mountain's not really a team. They're focused on singles
fair enough.
action at the moment.
Because I would have liked to see them in there, but the Dusty Classic is pretty well shaped. We'll get to that later on. We talked about the Wednesday Night Wars.
True.
So next up,
we got a 3-way match for the NXT UK Women's Championship. We got Kaylee Ray, the champion, defending against Piper Niven and Toni Storm. Schmidt, start me off.
Toni Storm.
I like that
because Toni Storm is like one of the greatest women's wrestlers of our time right now.
And also, she's got a sweet butt. I'm just gonna say it. Right now. I am also gonna say Toni Storm because I would love to see the double gold dash at Worlds Collide. I just think that'd be interesting. Stel.
Kaylee Ray.
You're an absolute mark.
I think the whole dynamic of Kaylee Ray manipulating Toni Storm is still paying off because of what's happened with Piper. Piper and her have been feuding as friends because of the whole thing that Kaylee Ray has done with Toni. She's gotten in her mind mentally, and that's still showing. And it's caused this void to come in the way of them, and it's really made them come at each other. I think it's going to happen on Sunday. And I'm going to keep the belt on Kaylee Ray because I think, and that's going to come after this, Toni is going to go to NXT US. She's going to lose to Ripley, which will then cement her heel turn. And then over in UK, we're going to keep this Kaylee Ray Piper feud going. But you took my friend away from me, now I want that to take the title away from you. And at the next takeover, whether it be in Glasgow or else, I don't know what else it will be. Triple H talked about it earlier this week. I think we'll see.
I think that'll get
Piper
announced.
Niven will defeat Kaylee Ray to win the title in a singles match. That's where we get a feel-good moment. So, because I don't think they want to do the double champion thing, because I think they have enough women in both divisions for that. But if they do that, Naito has really started something.
Eric!
I am going with Piper Niven. I think she has nothing to lose. If you watch the Prime Target special, you know she's definitely getting the fans behind her. You feel for her. She talks about her friend who she lost last summer. She's dedicating the match to. She's lost, Toni Storm is a friend. Kaylee Ray is a friend. She has nothing to lose. She's coming in there with her wearing her heart on her sleeve and just going in there and she's gonna take that title.
Damn. All right. We have a 4-way ladder match for the NXT UK Tag Team titles. This is going to be a ball of fucking fire.
Someone's going to die.
We got Gallus defending against Imperium versus the Grizzled Young Veterans versus Mark Andrews and the Mod Father, Flash Morgan Webster. You know what, Eric? I'm going to have you start this one.
Imperium.
Any reason?
Imperium.
I like that. Stel.
Good. Imperium. I have
Any
more
reason?
reasoning. I have more.
Damn it. I wanted that to continue, fuck.
I'm going for Imperium. They're going to be the next most dominant force in the NXT UK. Plus, Gallus are already out of the Dusty Classic. I think that's showing that they're not going to be champions after this Sunday. So I think they'll be
or it just shows Undisputed Era is dope.
Or that too. I think they're going to put the champions back in the form of Imperium. And then I think Imperium are going to get to the final. It's going to be them versus the Time Splitters, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So that's pretty much it. Plus, they have the match against Undisputed Era. I make them look really good going into that.
I like that.
Plus, they're just a really good tag team.
Imperium. Why, you may ask? Imperium.
Ringkampf.
Schmidt.
Imperium.
Why?
Because Imperium.
I like that reasoning. And your main event for the United Kingdom title, we got the big Austrian behemoth of a building man himself, Walter, against a pretty dope dude. All the best for the bells, Joe Coffey. Stel, start me off.
Walter, because Joe Coffey should not beat Walter.
Great reasoning. I will say Walter. Why, you may ask? Because he's huge. That's it. Schmidt.
Walter. Because Walter.
I like your reasoning. Eric.
Walter.
Why?
Because Joe Coffey's not going to beat Walter.
Exactly.
It's not the time.
You mirror my sentiment.
Bonus round that I just thought of right now. Do we think there's going to be another debut? Or any standoff for the next UK title feud?
Maybe.
Devlin and Walter. If Devlin wins.
I'm going to say Bomber Dave.
Bomber Dave would be really cool too, because he's not booked.
He's not booked, and I think that would just be a great beef fest.
Big dudes beating each other up.
Two large humans.
Just like this match will be probably too.
Eric, anything?
If there's gonna be,
I don't think there's going to be a stare-off. I think Walter is just going to raise the title above his head, and then we'll see what happens on NXT UK.
It happened at Cardiff too, so yeah.
I like that.
Same thing happened at Cardiff.
Okay.
So if there is a debut, my only speculation would be like, if Marty wants to shock the world, which I don't think he will, but if he did, Jesus Christ, what are you trying to tell us, Marty? But yeah,
really world shock. We're
shock the system.
Now,
Undisputed Era.
I think we're going on Wednesday Night Wars. Are we?
Yeah, because I forgot to do on the one count. So we'll check out the Wednesday Night Wars.
We're gonna reverse back one count.
We'll go into the next segment we have.
Ew,
So we have two Dynamite. We have two Dynamites to talk about. We only have one NXT. We'll start with Dynamite. So I think the big thing in regards to the Rhodes family is Arn Anderson is now Cody's coach,
which I kind of don't like.
You don't like it, really?
There has to be a reason for it. There's got to be a story angle for this.
Yeah.
I think Wardlow's going to bash Arn Anderson. I think that's going to be
awesome.
Which would be awesome. But I think that's there. I don't like Arn Anderson being the coach. It's almost heelish.
I don't think
I don't think Cody needs it.
I don't think Cody needs it either. I think it's almost pointless.
Because that promo that even Arn hit, he hit tonight, the crowd was booing him.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think he's like up to date with current things.
He's like, why is MJF God then or something like that? And I'm like,
they're like,
I don't know.
He's a salty earth. It counts.
I
don't like Arn Anderson.
I get why Cody brings him in because wrestling legends and the spirit of professional wrestling, but like, he's a Rhodes. That's a Horseman. They don't like each other.
Yeah,
it just doesn't make sense.
It was weird all out too when he came out and helped Cody. I'm like, what? Tully's right there. They're Horsemen.
Oh, the spine bust, the double
brain
A
busters.
double A spine bust.
Oh.
That's Arn's thing.
Yep.
Sorry, Eric.
Close.
Well, you mentioned Tully. Get me confused.
Sorry, that was Tully's
Tully Brainbuster. That's cool. But the spine buster hit on Sean Spears was tight.
The only thing I find funny about Arn Anderson being the coach is he's taking it way too seriously. He has a paper over his goddamn mouth.
He's like a sport coach.
No, that's the one thing I like about that.
That's just funny.
It's kind of funny.
He takes notes.
I actually don't. I don't like Arn Anderson in this role.
Because like in the Derby match, I'm like, oh, what the hell, man? Because
it was very heelish.
He's like, oh, knees up.
That was very heel moment. I'm like, is Cody turning heel?
I thought he was going to last year, but no. He's just the biggest babyface in the company, and it's working.
But from one legend to another,
DDP so we have a WCW legend coming back in the ring.
Feel the bang.
And yeah, it's DDP. And I'm like, you know what? He's in great shape. DDP Yoga is awesome.
He's in great shape.
I'm sure he can probably still go.
We'll see at Bash the Beach.
I think Bash the Beach. Hey, a WCW named show. And a WCW legend is getting back in the ring. So I think it's going to be DDP, Dustin Rhodes,
and QT versus
QT Marshall
versus MJF, Andy Williams, and Braxton Sutter.
Yep, the Butcher and the Blade.
Andy Williams and Braxton Sutter.
And the Bunny.
Yeah, but no one cares about Ali.
Oof.
I don't fucking like Allie. I think she's dumber than a $2 steak.
Remember watched Impact that one time? She was there?
we were watching, what was it?
Bound for Glory
16.
And
Allie looks like every 7th grader going to a dance.
She had like a dress on and everything. Like, that's Allie. That's Allie.
She was in fucking Maria Kanellis' corner. It was fucking horrible.
It was weird as shit. But yeah, going from Rhodes to probably the world title picture, Jon Moxley, we thought he joined Inner Circle, and then he didn't.
Hit us with a swerve.
It was a really good swerve, to be fair.
We knew the swerve was coming, but the timing of it was wait, he's taking too long. When it's gonna happen now? Wait,
it was the subtle things that he did.
And then you waited, and then I saw that.
I'm just kidding.
Hager, and then
it's the funniest thing.
And then the other guy, Spanish God, I can't
Sammy Guevara.
Sammy Guevara exited the ring, but then Jericho and Moxley weren't leaving the ring, so I'm like, all right, here we go, and then it happened.
And then he's like,
but he keeps the car.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, Chris, you got something for me, right? Yeah. The Ford GT, it's all yours. Gives it to him. And like when he said yes, Jericho goes, he said yes.
He
made fun of everybody. He's like, oh, you idiot said you would say no. He said yes, yeah. And they all celebrate with the music and everything. They play Moxie's power walking music, and they all are really happy in the ring. And then yeah, as you said, they all leave, and then the funniest thing happens. I'm just kidding. I would never join the Inner Circle. It's a stupid group. You don't have anything that I want aside from that. And bonk.
Bash him with some bubbly.
That's an awesome
I like
moment.
it. It was good
Revenge for Mitch the Plant.
Ah, yes. Mitch the Plant. Who remembers Mitch the Plant? I think we all do.
Yep.
I do.
Remember the Ambrose Asylum? That was not a good time.
That
Mitch
was
the Plant.
Mitch 2016
This is like night and day we're talking now.
Mitch 2016 to 2016.
Never forget.
It's like Ramblin' Rabbit.
Always forget Mitch the Plant.
It's like Ramblin' Rabbit.
It was.
Hey, Mitch the Plant was the greatest.
Going from
guest
bubbly
on the
to alcohol, Hangman is an alcoholic.
Dude, what is? I like it, but god damn, dude.
I feel like it's going too far.
It's very like what Last Call Scott Hall should have been.
Yeah, it said this is in kayfabe.
Do you remember Last Call Scott Hall?
I just know they got him drunk for the whole. Well, he probably did it himself, but
this was when Scott Hall was really in his alcoholism.
Yeah.
It's like kicking Jake the Snake when he was bad. But WWE was like, oh, you're an alcoholic? Let's make that an angle. He was like throwing up on camera or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
This is what Last Call Scott Hall should have been, is sad Hangman.
Just getting drunk every week. So
it's great.
It started at Homecoming where Hangman's in the bar backstage at Pride. He's like, oh, what are you doing in our bar? You're not invited here. He's like, oh, I can do whatever I want. I can kick both your asses. And that's how the match was made this week. And then he takes his whiskey and they go, you're going to pay for that. It's $12.
$12.
And he hasn't paid it back.
Never paid that $12.
And when he came out this week, it said in this graphic, has not paid prior party $12.
Shout out to Superhuman for being on BD.
Oh, yeah, he was.
He was.
Superhuman
For
was
the
on
Juggalos
BT.
and the Juggalettes.
Yep, and he jumped in through a table.
Fuck this shit.
Yep, and he jumped. So yeah, then they tagged this week. Nothing was. They had like some tension between Hangman and Kenny, but
And that's gonna be a big. I think that's gonna be a revolution.
That's
match.
gonna be a revolution where Hangman's
and
gonna become a bad guy. He's gonna become a sad mad cowboy.
Sad cowboy.
And then yeah, it was really overshadowed by the Pac thing because he's choking out Michael Nakazawa
again.
again. He's like, Kenny, this will keep happening.
Well, don't you think Nakazawa would just run away or hide,
or just wouldn't be there,
show up,
or just stay at the hotel room? Pac can't find him then, unless Pac hacks his phone or something.
Maybe
like that.
get a restraining order.
Law and wrestling logic. What is this? That would never happen.
They're setting up something long term.
Yeah.
And my theory is, in the super long term, and I think we talked about this earlier, is that Mox beats Jericho at Revolution, but then Pac beats Mox at Double or Nothing. And then Pac holds it for a while.
Then Moxley goes to New Japan full time.
Then Mox goes to New Japan full time, because he should.
Because he has an opt out in May.
He loves it. And plus, Minoru Suzuki. It's going to be great.
Yep. So we'll go back to the road to him, if not for the right reasons. Because the Nightmare Collective can get in the bin.
So, and Stel remembers when I texted him this, because I was watching AEW, and I was like, because I didn't watch a lot of Nightmare Collective, because I was like, is it as bad as people are saying? And then Brandy was on commentary, and I was like, God,
everybody.
it's bad.
And then
it's worded horribly. She's
no
not
sense.
doing her job correctly. Don't get me wrong. Nightmare Collective on paper, I really like it. I like the concept. I think if done well, it would have been great.
And then we got the reveal of Luther.
Dr. Luther is
Japanese
cool.
death match wrestling legend.
Dr. Luther's kind of dope, though.
And I learned who Luther was from Excalibur telling me that's Luther, Japanese death match wrestling legend.
Jared's like, who? Again?
I saw the ball and I saw Wrestling with Regret talk about it's probably Dr. Luther. And then I looked on Dr. Luther and I was like, that's sick. I like Dr. Luther. Like him being there, it makes it a little bit better. I think Brandy's lack of charisma just ruins it.
Brandy, I have a lot of opinions about Brandy because I don't think she's a good wrestler.
Which we don't have time to unpack all of that, really.
Save him for No Holds Barred, right? Roast
That's
Brandy.
definitely a No Holds Barred.
Yeah, where I go up about Brandy
thing. But I think if she had the charisma, I think she would make it great. But I don't think she does.
She's a valet. That's what she is.
Yeah.
That's what she should be.
But I think the whole getting involved with Chris Statlander wasn't great.
Bad. It ruined it because that match was going okay.
And then you're the Lucha Bros main event.
Well, they didn't main event, but they lost.
Or whatever,
again.
yeah.
They lost both their matches, and I'm just like,
they're very flip floppy on it.
They're so stop-start with them. Like they had such a good start. You know, they had the big match with the Young Bucks. They got to the finals of the tag.
They just want to do. They want to do so much, and you can't. If you push everyone, you're pushing nobody.
Exactly, which is the problem.
I think they have to wait till after Revolution. I think once Revolution is done, I think Lucha, or just don't book them. Just let them go do CMLL or AAA.
They do AAA, I think, because Phoenix is very big there.
Yeah, let them do AAA until Revolution, and then after Revolution, book them for the tag titles.
Think there should be singles guys?
Honestly, I'd be fine with it.
They're both really good singles competitors.
I think Penta would go world title, and I think Phoenix should go. I would keep Phoenix at mid-card.
Whenever they do the mid-card title, we don't know. Not the Dynamite Diamond Ring, which is dumb.
That's such a dumb concept.
I hated that.
I mean,
it only works for MJF's
was that ever
character.
Flushed out, like, why they did that?
MJF has it. Kiss the ring. That's the whole thing.
I think it was just going off from when Cody did Ring of Honor when he had the Ring of Honor.
Oh,
which,
I
mean,
forgot
makes
about that.
sense.
Yeah, it does, but like MJF just says "kiss the ring," and he has, which I like that. It goes with his character.
I mean, no, he's rich. His character's rich enough. He can just get a big ass diamond ring and be like, "Kiss the ring." Like,
that ring is like $40K, like in kayfabe, and that's like a lot of people's like income in 1 year.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's we'll see what happens, but that's enough of Dynamite for now. Let's go over to Full Sail. So we only have 1 week to talk about because NXT just did an award show week 1, but Dusty Classic, which we've touched upon, has begun. So recapping the first round. Imperium beat the Forgotten Sons in a nice match.
In a very fast-paced, surprisingly great match.
It was only 8.5 minutes, but it was really fun.
Surprisingly good.
Forgotten Sons, a lot of people like to give flack, but like they can work the ring really well.
They can work. I just don't like them.
I'm just not a fan. That's it.
I like the concept.
I didn't realize that Jackson Riker was Gunner from TNA.
Yeah.
He is Gunner.
That's Gunner.
I like the concept of Forgotten Sons. I think it's past its time.
Yeah, plus like Wesley Blake, I feel like he can do other stuff.
But good match.
Yeah, good match. And then
I think Jackson Riker should do a singles run.
Yeah, I think it's
because Jackson Riker in singles matches, good.
I think
he's
like
Gunner was always good.
He's like their single star. Yeah,
it's like the Roman Reigns of the group. Pretty much. Kyle and Bobby beat Gallus, not surprisingly, which supports the theory that Gallus is going to lose tomorrow at time of recording. It was a nice match. Wolfgang and Coffee looked good for the most part, but it's Kyle and Bobby. So, yeah. But then...
Red Dragon's always great.
But then, we got the announcement from Mauro Ranallo.
Look.
Who is Kushida's partner.
Look, and let me take this one, because I have been wanting this for so goddamn long, for probably a year now. I've been wanting time splitters, and we have time splitters now. And when Stel told me, I'm not going to lie, I nutted. Because it was worth it.
It's a feel-good moment.
It's a feel-good moment. Look, do I think they're going to win? Absolutely not.
I disagree.
I think they're going to have one, like, it's going to be like, oh shit, they're back, and then GYV is going to stomp them for the heel energy. But
big heat.
We got time splitters, and Alex Shelley is fucking sick, and Kushida is a goddamn dope dude, and that's it from me. But I'm excited. And the Broserweights are going to lose to Anderson Webster.
Yeah, they should lose to Southern Wales Subculture because then Riddle and Dunge are feud with each other.
Exactly. That's your Portland match.
Let's do our bracketology for the rest of the tournament. So, yeah, we have Broserweights are going to lose to Southern Wales Subculture. And then they're going to feud with each other, probably at Portland, and then maybe that'll be it.
Yep.
They have a lot of time to build that match.
A lot of time.
I think Time Splitters are going to go to the final.
I think, too.
Because would they do heel versus heel with GYV and UE?
Yeah, they would, yeah.
I mean, gals are good guys, technically, which I don't... They're kind of tweeters.
Do you think they would keep time splitters for this long?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
They're working house shows, too. I think they're gonna. I think Alex Shelley's gonna stay around.
You give time splitters the Takeover Tampa match. This
might be their swan song.
Awesome.
This could be like their swan song.
It will be their swan song. Even though Kushida has done zip.
Yeah, sure. Maybe they can give like a brief title run. Maybe they want to do the match at Portland at Takeover Portland.
Look, if they win at Takeover Tampa, I will be excited and I will love it.
Then plus them versus Red Dragon would be amazing.
But will they? Probably not.
I would like them. I think the final should be Imperium, who will be the UK champs, versus Time Splitters, and Time Splitters will win because they won't give Imperium both belts. As cool as it would be to have them with the trophy.
True. All right, that's
do we all agree on that?
I do believe Time Splitters will win this for sure.
Right.
At least make it to the finals.
I'm checking on the women's division. So we had a 6-woman tag this week, and I think it was Team Ripley against pretty much it was Team Baszler minus Shayna Baszler, I think. Yeah,
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
No. I didn't care much for it.
Yeah, it was a
Neither
match. I think the big thing was that Bianca and Io had a fallout, so Io was like, screw it, I'm gonna dropkick you, and then I'm gonna leave.
Which if it's not Rhea and Io at Portland, I'll be upset.
No, no. So my opinion is that they should wait to give Io a shot, because I think Io should be the one to beat Rhea down the line.
Oh, it should be Io.
But I think it's too soon for Ripley to lose out. They're being Shayna Baszler, the person who had the belt for over a year.
So is it gonna be Bianca then?
I think it's gonna be Dakota Kai who's gonna face Rhea at Portland. 4 games, she betrayed the team.
Yeah, okay.
She betrayed the team.
That's
Team
fair.
Ripley, so she's gonna win the Battle Royal, and she's gonna face Rhea. She's gonna lose, obviously, because maybe like a returning Tegan Nox might help Ripley. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be it. Also, we had the kind of like a repackaging of Chelsea Green. So this had the debut of the former Robbie E, which I didn't realize until Tim told me.
Look, that was fucking funny.
That was kind of cool.
Watching
I kind of like it.
I forgot Robbie E is good on the mic, and holy shit, it was fucking funny.
I kind of like this whole thing.
I love Robbie E.
I mean, it's like, when's the last time you've seen like a male manager for a female superstar?
Yeah, it's true. We don't really see that
Never.
anymore.
But dude, Robbie E in Impact when he was with the Bromans was fucking awesome. I love cool. Robbie E and Jesse Goddard.
I like this a lot.
It
wasn't long, so it was kind of quick, but I like this whole like repackaging of like Chelsea and probably Deonna too, because they're a package deal.
Yeah.
So I think like the Robert Stone brand will be Robert Stone, Deonna, and Chelsea Green.
You were saying something, Eric.
Sorry.
Did anybody else catch the return of former DJZ?
Yeah, Joaquin Wilde.
Yep.
Wild.
He faced
losing to
him and,
Austin Theory.
That was good. Yeah, Austin Theory's like
It's a good match.
Yeah, Austin Theory's been showing out. Him versus Roddy was awesome on the Christmas NXT.
Good match.
Wasn't like as good as that match, but still Austin Theory shows a lot of promise. I could see him being a North American champion maybe like end of the year, maybe, or like next year.
I mean, he's only 22.
It's sickening, ain't
young
it?
boy.
Sickening, ain't that? That's scary.
Sickening, ain't that?
Sticking to the main event picture, Gargano and Balor for the storyline.
Great promo battle.
Yeah, it was a really good segment. And then simple stuff, straightforward, only like 10 minutes, and it's been confirmed that they're going to fight at Takeover Portland.
Mm-hmm. So I'll be excited for that shit.
Johnny back at a Takeover feels good. Keith Lee becomes the contender for the North American title. Face Roddy in 2 weeks' time. Will he win?
I think he won't. I think he should, but he won't.
Takeover Portland, I think they should do a rematch, and he'll win.
Yeah.
That's what they should do.
Oh,
and then we'll start the slow descent of Undisputed Era, kicking Roddy out.
Adam Cole versus Roderick Strong.
It'll happen probably at SummerSlam.
Takeover Boston, probably.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Finally, for NXT Worlds Collide, get some more matches added. The one I'm really excited for is Finn Balor versus Ilya Dragunov.
Yes.
This is going to be awesome.
It's going to be tight.
Because Dragunov is amazing. He's going to be...
He had a good match with Wolf.
Yeah, it was.
I like
the
that.
No DQ match.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
The whole finger thing, I'm like, ugh, with the whole chair. That was scary.
It was a good one.
Yeah, and we also have the aforementioned Rhea Ripley versus Toni Storm rematch, where it's currently for one championship, the NXT Women's title. But if Toni Storm wins at Blackpool,
which he won't,
we have a double gold dash on our hands. Naito, what did you start?
Naito started.
You started something going on here.
It's not going to happen.
It probably won't happen. We're going to segue back into our other segments. That's it for the Wednesday Night Wars recap. We're going to go into how we would book, where we book an upcoming pay-per-view and how we think it should go. We're going to talk about the upcoming Royal Rumble.
So let me, I'm going to ask you boys some questions, and I want you to give me your honest thoughts and give me your reasonings.
Sure.
So, besides the matches that have already been confirmed for Rumble, what other matches do you think we will see?
I'll go first.
Besides Braun and Nakamura, because I think
Bayley versus Lacey Evans, which I don't think it's confirmed, but I think it's going to happen. It just makes sense to book that.
Yep.
Nakamura, Braun's on mine. Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens. The winner of that should get into the Rumble.
Agreed.
That's a really good story to tell for Kevin Owens. And for a tag team match, War Raiders versus Street Profits. That could be a really fun match.
I think it should be War Raiders versus OC. I think the story is told more with OC in that they gave War Machine like their only legit loss.
Yeah, it's been for a while, actually.
And they'll be like, holy shit. And I honestly think the OC should take the titles.
I agree.
I love War Machine. I love him to death. But I think if you want to keep the story going, especially with having it as big as it is right now, leading to Mania, I think OC
I kind of want it to end and go on to somebody else.
Fair. I think it should be OC should take it. Then you have OC against Street Profits, and I think Street Profits should take that.
I agree with that.
It's tough.
That's all I'll take in.
That's fair.
Eric, is there anything we missed?
You want to add?
Well, I know that you just said that they announced Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin again.
In a regular match.
It should be done. It should be done.
It should have been over a long time ago.
I think what they should do to even save Roman and Corbin for the main event, for the Royal Rumble match, would be do a 6-man tag with Corbin's Court and Roman and the
Bloodline.
Usos. Yeah.
The Bloodline.
Bloodline.
That'd be wait, because people won't get as tired either, because
And
Yeah.
those two are going to be tired from that match later on.
Yeah.
And
They're both in the Rumble.
It would just be a good match to open the show as well.
if you wanted to make it an 8-man tag, have The Rock come back.
That ain't gonna happen.
It's
He's
not
busy.
The Rock would have a singles match.
He's
if
more
anything,
going
or a
to appear in
promo.
the Rumble than like a regular match.
Let's move to our next question. Who makes the most sense to win the Royal Rumble? I think it's going to be Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think it has to be Roman for the
I
men.
don't want it to be Roman.
I feel like it's gonna be a Ross. I think it's gonna
It's
be a
going to
Ross.
be Roman or Kevin.
It's going to be Roman or Kevin.
But let's also put in the fact that NXT's also in this match.
That's true. The rumor is
I don't
they're
think they
gonna
would. I don't think the
send-
first time
Can
that.
you imagine if an NXT guy
I don't
won?
think that for the
I don't
first
think
one.
Would they?
can do
But
it.
would they go if so? An NXT guy won. Do you think they'd go after a main card title or the NXT
That's
title?
actually a really good question.
NXT.
I think they would go for NXT to stick with the brand. But if it was like Matt Riddle that won, he would go after Brock.
Yeah, I think it
If it was
depends on the
Walter?
person, but I think most cases, I think it would be NXT, and
Yeah.
I think they would main event Mania,
It was like
and
Matt
they would
Riddle.
push a title to Takeover. Like they would push one of the main roster ones to, if that were to happen. Like
They
let's
really wanna
like
get
let's
eyes on the product.
let's say, for sake of argument here, Johnny Gargano wins the Rumble. Let's just
That'd be cool.
let's fuck around with that.
That'd be cool.
You have him against Adam Cole at Mania. You take one of like the mid card titles, and you have that be at Takeover Tampa. Let's say Intercontinental title. You'll bring Shinsuke back. Fuck it, why not? Do Braun Shinsuke again at Takeover Tampa, which would be fucking dope. And
Triple H
then
book that match.
NXT title main events, Mania 36.
Or it's like a big match.
But
So if an NXT superstar were to win it, it'd be Tommaso Ciampa.
They have to get a shot at Goldie. That makes
Yep.
sense.
yeah, I like it.
That makes sense too. Like who from NXT should appear in the Rumble?
I think Matt Riddle should come at
Pick
number.
10. So pick like 5 or 10 names.
I think Matt Riddle should go at number 2 to face Lesnar because it's for the fucking meme of it. I think Gargano would show up.
I agree.
Ciampa.
Walter should show up. Keith Lee.
I don't think
Finn
Walter.
Balor will show
I don't
up.
I
think
don't think.
Walter.
I think instead of Walter should be Keith.
One of them.
I don't think. And then
Keith Lee.
Balor's
Dream.
gonna show
The
up,
Velveteen Dream
probably.
makes his return.
Ooh.
no.
Really? I'll
Kushida.
save that.
Kushida.
Kushida would be
Kushida.
good.
Well, they got 10 because they're doing 3-3-3.
If let's say that's the thing. So my 10 are Walter, Keith Lee, Velveteen Dream, Ciampa, Balor, Gargano, Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne, Dragunov, Riddle. Those are my 10 for the men.
That's actually fucking
I
solid.
can't. I have the same.
I'll agree to that.
Surprise entrance.
I disagree with Walter though because I think they want to keep him strong, not have him eliminated.
What if he makes it to the
Plus,
final
he is
four?
the
Because
world, he's
what
also
if
a world champion.
Remember,
if it's the
yeah, he's
Final
a world
Four?
champ.
Not fair
But
enough.
remember the outrage when he was knocked out of
Don't
Survivor
remind me of that
Series?
because they all saw how mad I was.
He got fucking pissed.
Yeah, he was mad.
So let's talk about surprise entrance.
John Morrison surprised at this point?
No,
No.
Yeah.
I
He's probably
think
gonna be announced for it.
Dream would be
Yeah.
I
surprised.
think, and I kind of don't want this to happen. I think it's gonna be Edge.
Oh no.
I don't want
no.
it. I don't think Edge wants it either, but I think Vince wants it. To be like, hey, you technically are cleared. Have your one moment.
Leave the guy alone.
But he's already done that.
Leave the
He
guy.
won.
He won
He
the
had a
Rumble.
WrestleMania
And he returned
moment.
from
In terms of like,
injury.
I'm trying to think of like who else is technically retired that could come back.
I mean,
Kind of like a Jeff Jarrett,
That
but
was so funny when that happened.
Oh, just like a
I mean-
legend comeback.
I could see X-Pac.
Oh yeah, he has appeared on
They
some
featured
stuff.
him on backstage a bit, or not backstage, whatever. Like
Booker T.
if they really,
Booker T and Stevie Ray,
no, the theory is at Rumble it's going to be the Revival versus Harlem Heat.
which is funny.
Which is that's the theory is because Revival called out Harlem Heat at
What, they're in
TLC
Houston?
pre-show. No, they called him out.
No,
At
it is
the,
in Houston.
They called him out in the TLC pre-show. The Revival came out to Booker T and they was like, "Where's your boy? We'll get this going right now. We'll have a match right fucking now."
Which was
And
like-
Booker T cut a little bit of a promo where he's like,
It was kind of cool.
"These guys are kind of brash. Like I know we can beat them, but that's not the point." And he's like, "Whatever." I would laugh if that match is made. I think it'd be 5 minutes, and I think Revival would lose.
Oof.
I think it'd be 5 fucking minutes. Like no time is given to it.
Other surprises?
I would.
I want to see John Cena.
No.
I don't want to
John Cena's
see. I don't
done.
want to see Great Uncle Cena come in.
I don't wanna-
I'm fucking tired of seeing Uncle Cena on my TV.
He's done.
Okay, here's what I would do then. Have Cena come back when Dream throws him out.
That would be cool.
Okay, yeah.
I
see
don't.
that.
I don't think.
I don't think
I-
Velveteen Dream might be a great choice because even
But he's
so-
like
but
a Cena-like figure where he has the charisma to
to
him.
like
He-
NXT fans. But remember, he was injured the night that NXT debuted on USA.
That's true.
So all these casual fans don't really know who he is.
Yeah.
Still, you make him a big deal by throwing him out John Cena. People are gonna watch NXT just to see him now.
But I think they're really gonna look at the pop from the crowd if he returns.
It would also give me something to text him about. Be
well,
like,
also Worlds collide so that before you have NXT fans come into Royal Rumble.
He's got a point. I'll give him that.
I'd love to see Velveteen Dream appear and come back.
Anything else I'm missing that would be interesting?
I mean,
to
I'd
see?
love to see it. I
And
just
the men's
I'm
not much
worried.
else.
Can I say my thing?
Women's-
Oh, go for it. My bad.
I would love to see my dad.
CM Punk? No
Yeah.
fucking way.
It's not gonna
I
happen,
don't
but
want
I
it to
would love
happen.
to see it.
No fucking
The guy's
way.
just so whiny on Twitter now these days. I really don't care anymore.
From the women, I think half of the women's rumble will be, or not half, like a good percentage will be surprise.
yeah, I think it's gonna be it's gonna be like a good mix of like all three.
Molly Holly, I think, will come back.
Trish,
Caitlyn will come
Trish
back.
will absolutely come back.
Lita might show up again.
Lita,
This past year didn't have many like legends come back.
Lita
to be fair.
didn't look great
Well,
though.
Well, they
No,
have
she hasn't
more
been
of a
looking great.
full.
Yeah,
women's
they have
division.
a bigger NXT UK roster than NXT roster.
I mean,
now.
that's the reason they brought up. I mean, for the first women's Royal Rumble,
it was a lot more surprising.
I think-
It's still
well,
pretty.
but that's the reason they brought like the Riot Squad and then like Paige's group up.
I think this is where, I don't know where she is in her recovery, but this could be where Ruby Riott returns.
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
she's at the PC apparently, so she's going real. I think she's going to be a surprise entrance for sure.
I think we're on agreement that Shayna's going to win that, though.
Shayna or
Yes.
Sasha? Shayna or Sasha?
Shayna.
Shayna should win, and I think she should beat Becky at Mania, because
Yes.
that would be fucking tight.
Yep.
Because honestly, and Eric was talking about this a bit, Becky's title reign is kind of coming down.
She's
It's
kinda
after
lost
Asuka, it's
her
like, all right,
momentum.
what now?
Well, that's where Shayna comes in.
And Shayna beats Becky. It
depends
should
on-
happen.
I think it depends on the crowd reaction for Shayna. Because my worry for Shayna is that the way she works matches may not mesh well. But I think, well, that was a triple threat to be fair, so let's not.
I think it'd be sick to have a submission match for the title.
Which
And
is-
It would be really cool
Shayna
to do that.
fucking naps her. It would be dope. It would
There's
be.
that
It would be.
suplex transition. In the
It would
back,
be
like,
super heel. It would be a super heel thing. But Shayna, what I like about her, she is really good with the heel energy. She's like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
She's a very good talker.
I'm
too.
top shit. Get away from me.
Yeah.
That's it. And I think the Raw after Mania would be her doing that whole, like, going to the locker room. All right, you guys are mine now.
It's my division.
My division. Get the fuck away from me.
And then we got a draft after that too. So we'll figure out who's going where after that.
Again,
Another
Well,
draft?
Probably. That's how they do it every year.
Get the fuck away from me. We just had a draft.
let us establish rosters and stories.
They're probably
and
gonna do something.
on-time
They're gonna do
booking.
something like it after Mania. Like, let's face it.
Pissed, though.
There's only one thing from WWE 2K20 that I would really love to happen from the career mode.
Absolutely nothing.
And no, actually, there is one thing from the career mode. It's Becky's boys. It's Pete Dunne, Sheamus.
Oh, this is the career mode. That's
Yeah,
right.
this is the career mode. It's Pete Dunne, Sheamus,
It's like a
Finn
UK
Balor,
faction.
and who's the other one?
Your mother.
Cesaro in it?
Yeah, I think
it's
it might have
Cesaro's
been
in that group,
Cesaro.
too. I see that.
And then
Boys.
Becky Lynch. I would fucking love for that to
A
happen.
faction
That'd
like that
be a
wouldn't-
great faction.
Would that be a thing? No.
In real life,
like-
probably not.
like
It's
right
like-
to
In
Censor
real life,
2.0.
probably not, but should it?
I mean, the
In
Robert
my
Stone
opinion.
brand could become that.
Commandment number 4: Thou shalt not name a shitty stable like Right to Censor. Don't fucking talk about Right to Censor. Speaking of probably not dumb things, we're gonna shift into part 2 predictions. Hard to Kill from Impact Wrestling. This is where the punishment for both shows is gonna be the mystery drink. The loser is gonna drink a drink that has a bunch of different shit that we're gonna fucking come up
I
with.
really
It could
hope
be
I don't
stuff
lose
like
this one.
ketchup, pickle juice, vodka, and like a strawberry put in there. Who fucking knows? We'll think of it. I'm gonna go down the card. So we're gonna start big, probably the main event, the Impact World Championship.
This is absolutely main eventing.
The Death Machine, Sami Callihan, and a woman. But the Diamond, Tessa Blanchard.
sick one, too.
Hey, it's funny. I like it. It's funny. Stel, start me off though.
Sami Callihan. My reasoning is I'm not going to be surprised if Tessa wins this, but I don't think it's time to take the belt off Sami just yet. He's only defended on the Impact Plus specials. This is his first real big pay-per-view defense.
Yep.
They're making a big deal out of this. It's a very they're documenting both their backstories. It's really convincing, speak really well, but I don't think this is the time. Sure, Tessa has the background. It's a Blanchard in Texas is what she's playing off of, and they do really well in Texas.
That's fair.
But not this night. I think they're going to save it for the Mania weekend show, where they're going to be doing their one-night reunion of Impact Wrestling, like TNA, where other people are going to be in the building, like your Hall of Famers, like Sting. The Bucks will be there. Other people
Kurt Angle.
from TNA's past are going to see history be made when she wins that night.
2011 Jeff
That's a
Hardy.
bigger
2011.
Jesus
Victory
Christ,
Road
no.
Jeff Hardy.
We don't talk about that.
Victory
we
Road
don't talk
Jeff
about
Hardy.
We don't talk about
Shark
that.
Boy.
Shark Boy.
Curry Man.
Team 3D.
Suicide.
The Pope, D'Angelo De Niro.
Angelina Love. All the beautiful
Aces
people.
and Eights.
Aces and Eights will be there.
Doc.
Director
of Chaos.
Abyss. Ken Anderson.
Janice.
Anderson.
Eli Drake.
Eli Drake. Dummy.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I think it's
And
a bigger
Hulk
moment.
Hogan.
And Hulk Hogan. And,
ODB.
And Bish, old dirty bitch, we'll get to in a bit. I'm gonna say Sami Callihan because, like Stel said, it's a little early. He had the one Impact Plus defense against Rich Swann. I think he defended against Brian Cage again.
He won.
And he won. But I think he should have one big pay-per-view defense, and this will be against Tessa. Kind of fuels the feud a bit, and yeah. Schmitty Ice.
Callahan, because Callahan.
I like your reasoning.
I think we all have.
A man, a few words. Besides Sam and Scott, but they're not here, so they can go suck a bag of farts. Eric.
Sami Callihan, because I think he just wants to hold on to that title so bad. He's going to fight like he has nothing to lose.
I didn't realize how great of a promo man he is. He is really good at talking.
He's a very
his
good
voice
talker.
is also raspy as shit.
Yeah. Is that part of the character? Or is that
no,
like,
that's his voice.
I bet you smokes.
that's
Wait,
scary.
so it's not like another
That's kinda
Mark
intimidating.
Calloway situation where
No,
it's like...
that's how he talks.
That's crazy. Because
He
he said
talks
he did choir.
super
He
raspy.
said he did that's Squire, not Billy Squire. He did choir and shit too when he was growing up.
It's one thing I have in common. We both did show choir in the same region. Love that man.
That's kind of cool.
X Division titles on the line. Ace Austin defends against Trey Miguel. Ace Austin is going to win this, and I think afterwards he's going to have a sweet night with Trey's mom.
It'd be so
Boom!
funny.
Because we love
I want them to do like a clip
moms.
of that after this match too. It'd be so funny.
Matt.
Ace Austin, because Ace Austin.
I like that you're a man of few words. Eric.
Ace Austin, and we're going to get a live sex celebration.
Impact, baby!
Impact would so do that too.
We're going to live sex celebration with Ace Austin and Mrs. Miguel.
Impact would so do it.
Speaking of L, Stel.
Good one.
Bars.
Yeah, Ace Austin. I also think it's the only. Has he defended the belt at all?
Ace Austin, no. This is his first defense.
Yeah, so definitely not. Yeah, he just won the belt at Bound for Glory. I think he's going to be kind of made into a bigger deal after this, too.
Dude, he's a fun heel to watch.
Yeah, he's really fun to watch.
Funny.
Him and Edwards had that street fight. Like, an Impact was like first back on Axis. It was really fun. So, yeah, Ace Austin, too early to take it off him. I think it should be someone who's not a tag team guy to beat him. Like, who else could face him? I'm trying to think. Maybe like Swan.
X Division. I would love to see Ace Austin versus Big Ace Baby, Ace Romero.
Oh, that'd be fun. Or would Rich Swann fight him?
No. Rich Swann, I think, we go world title.
Yeah, it's fair.
I could also see. I'm trying to think of Impact guys right now. I could see Brian Cage going against him again.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I could see.
Someone from
If they
OVE.
do break up, I could see Willie Mack going X Division.
Yeah, or someone from OVE, maybe.
I could see Jay Chris
Chris.
going again.
He was champion.
I could see Joey Ryan. It would be funny. I could see Joey
He
Ryan.
wouldn't win,
though.
but it'd be funny.
Or Moose.
Moose would be awesome. Or
Fucking
Elgin?
love Moose.
No.
Elgin,
I think would say world title.
Yeah.
I could see Moose. Moose to take it off Ace, though. Impact Tag Team titles are on the line. The North defending against Rich Swann and Big Willie Mack. Schmidt, what do you got?
I got the black guys.
Wow.
Okay. Okay.
You're getting... All right. I
Okay,
usually
Boomer.
don't censor, but...
We do not see color.
Matt, I usually don't
Jim
censor.
Cornette.
But jeez, I might have to censor that. Unless you're watching on twitch.tv/SteamDuring in which you caught
Okay,
that.
I got Rick Swann and Willie Mack.
Thank you.
Editing.
Reasoning?
Because they're Rick Swann and Willie Mack.
I like that you're a man of few words. Eric.
Oh my god.
That was the best moment I've ever had.
Eric, good moments on here, but wow.
All right. I am going with the North.
I like it. Why?
Because they're an established tag team, and Rich Swann and Willie Mack have been showing some tension.
That's true. Their
That's
last
what I'm
promo,
worried
Willie Mack is like, I don't want to hold you back. Rich Swann says, you're not holding me back. We're going to win a tag title, dude. And they're probably going to break up. Stel.
I've gone for Rich Swann and Willie Mack. They've also challenged for the belts before leading up to this, so I feel like this could be like their feel-good moment of the night.
I was going to say, this is like the
together.
fourth straight pay-per-view where Rich Swann and Willie Mack are going for the tag titles.
Yeah, so I think this could
It's
be their
four
night.
straight.
Maybe they won't hold them for long. They might lose them on an Impact taping, and then that's where the breakup happens.
Yeah.
They could have their moment tonight. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to go with them, just over a hard overhead thing. But I will not be surprised if the North wins and we see the turn on the pay-per-view.
I think I'm going to say the North wins, and I'm going to say Willie Mack turns on Rich Swann.
Fair enough.
For the Knockouts Championship, we got another
This is
three-way.
interesting.
We got another three-way. A lot of three-way women's title matches this weekend.
Yeah, two of them.
Taya Valkyrie defending against Jordan Grace and Old Dirty Bitch, ODB.
ODB for Food Truck. It burned down.
Eric.
Jordan Grace, for sure.
This is, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Show.
Hell yeah. Stel baby.
Jordan Grace. This is a really, really interesting one to think about. On one hand, ODB has no shot at winning. She's been Taya 2 times now. And also, she's also working for the NWA. So it's weird because maybe they have a working relationship.
The National Wrestling Alliance.
Yes, NWA power. So I think it's going to come down to Grace and Taya. ODB is probably going to take the fall if Taya wins, because considering she's pinned him twice. But the big thing here, Taya's contract is up.
Taya's contract is up. She's probably going NXT.
So if she loses, Full Sail might be getting somebody else.
It's over. I'm going to say Jordan Grace because I love Jordan Grace and she could beat the shit out of me if she wants to.
She's scary.
She is scary, and Jonathan Gresham, you fucking rock. Schmidt!
Joel and Grace, because Joel and Grace.
God, I love you.
Who has Taya here? People who aren't here.
Sam and Scott have Taya.
The people who aren't here.
Scott almost thought about picking ODB, and I was like, don't do that.
It'd be so funny. I would laugh if she actually
He almost thought about picking Trent 7 too, and I was like, don't fucking do that. And he was like, that's fair. Eddie Edwards and Michael Elgin going one-on-one, a rematch from what we saw in the last episode of Impact when Elgin bombed Eddie Edwards. It was pretty freaking bad. But Stel, let you start this off.
It was Elgin if he didn't have that match. I'm going Eddie Edwards now because I feel like we're going to see a case maybe 50-50 booking. I won't be surprised if Elgin just destroys him because now he knows what to expect. But I feel like Edwards might have him scouted, so maybe he'll sneak in, maybe get a sneaky win or like a Boston Tea Party out of nowhere and he'll win. But this is a tough one. This might open the show actually.
I don't think this will open.
Or
I think it'll be one that we'll talk about later. Yeah. I'm going to say Michael Elgin because I think Eddie is going to get really, really close and like he's going to have a lot of momentum. And then Elgin is going to hit him with like a barbell of a lariat and like it's going to be over. Michael Elgin. Schmidt.
Enough.
Eddie Edwards because it's fucking Eddie Edwards.
Adds one more word to it.
Eric.
Michael Elgin. It seems to be his time. Eddie Edwards has had his time in the main event scene. And, I mean, from past matches, past shows, Elgin has had match of the night.
He's had some really good matches on Impact TV.
Yep, and I think...
So much fun.
Elgin's dope. He had a good match against Marufuji, which was awesome. If you haven't seen that, go see that.
That's on Bound for Glory.
It was on Bound for Glory. He had a great match against Brian Cage.
I mean, how can you not have a good match between those two?
Exactly.
It's scary, man.
And I think it's his time. They're going to start pushing him a little bit to that main event scene.
Dude, it's time. It's Vader time. R.I.P. Vader. We got Brian Cage versus the 5-star, the whole fucking show himself, Rob Van Dam.
Is he 5 stars anymore?
Shut up, probably 2.5. I don't know. Look, I'm just going to talk for all of us because we all have the same pick, and it's very obvious here. It's going to be Brian Cage. Why? Because he's Brian Cage. All right, next match.
RVD is old.
Maybe is
once the Santos
old,
will come out.
but his wife is kind of hot.
Maybe Brian Cage's will come out. Don't even the odds.
Yes.
RVD doesn't.
We'll see Melissa Santos come out and help Brian Cage.
That's fair. All right, we got Moose. We got the Battle of Animals here. We got Moose. Do you get the joke here? It's Moose and Rhino. Battle of Animals. Moose, because he's going on this, like, what should have, like, the Legend Killer tour. Shout out to Randy Orton.
It's funny.
He's already boofed fucking Rob Van Dam. He's already boofed Ken Shamrock, which I haven't watched that match. It's hard to watch. He's gonna do it to Rhino, and then he's gonna do it to one more before he goes for a title. Because Slammiversary. Schmidt.
Moose, because Moose.
Eric.
Moose, because Rhino is definitely a guy to put people over, no matter what.
True. Stel.
Moose.
Because
same reasons. Also, this whole athlete thing he's doing, which is funny, where he does like vignettes of him like playing sports. It's funny. It's super entertaining.
It's fucking scary. Shout out to Scott who picked Rhino.
I had Rhino. So
you did have Rhino, and then you realized I'm right.
I'm a dummy.
And then what I think will kick off the night in a pure murder is Ken Shamrock and the Madman Fulton. I think I'm going to speak for all of us again. And that Ken Shamrock will absolutely die, and Madman Fulton will get that win.
Ken Shamrock is old.
That is our
Ken Shamrock is
old.
old. Now
It's scary to watch.
let me talk to you guys about something. Do all you guys like food?
Yeah.
I do like food. Get food after this podcast is over.
Well, this episode is unofficially sponsored, by HelloFresh. It's not a real sponsorship, but I just want to talk about HelloFresh. I've been having HelloFresh for about like 6 months or so, and their food is great. I recently had it was like a shrimp and chorizo paella. They're a little
Sorry, what did you call me?
Good one. It's like shrimp and chorizo. It's like baked jasmine rice. You got like bell peppers, peas, a little garlic aioli. You know, it's like a nice little like stew kind of thing. And then I had some crispy chicken legs and some scallion chimichurri. But
You had me at chicken.
thank you. I know. The HelloFresh is pretty good. You can do it on like a week-to-week basis. So let's say like, hey, I want to serve 2 people and I only want like 2 meals a week. That's what I do. And then they have every week they have a menu of items. So you can get things from like cheeseburgers. You can get some duck if you want to get fancy. They have lunch items. You can get biscuits. Get whatever you want. It's at HelloFresh.com. And I do have some free boxes to give to people. If you want a code for a free box, go to @StelShoots. Stel and put you on the button because fuck you.
Fair enough.
Go to Stel Shoots, tell them Tim sent you, and I might send you the code for the free box. And if you don't, I'm going to give it to one of these pieces of shit because fuck it, why not? But go to HelloFresh.com, sign up now, and Tell him Tim sent you. And Stel, you're about to show me something. Breaking news.
Yeah, breaking news. Women's wrestling on Twitter is not going great right now.
Woo!
What's going
So,
on?
Hit me with it, baby.
At Tessa Blanchard, hey women, try supporting one another. Cool things happen. Chelsea Green retweets this. You consistently put people down, bully, and belittle countless female coworkers, including me. Is that support?
Hit with some heat, baby.
And then,
Chelsea Green.
And then Allison Kay, the
Woo!
NWA World Champion, goes, remember when you spat in the black woman's face and called her the N-word in Japan? Was that you supporting women? The audacity, in all caps, of this tweet.
Wait, who tweeted that?
Allison Kay, the NWA Women's Champion.
And Chelsea Green of the Robert Stone brand.
Hit Tessa Blanchard with a fire clap back.
Jesus
Do you
Christ.
think Tessa is going to hit back with anything?
Probably not, just for the sake of...
I think
trying to keep
the
her
tweet's
mouth
gonna be
shut.
deleted.
Get fucked real quick.
It's probably deleted, right? This is a screenshot I'm looking at. So it's
There goes
Jesus,
Tessa
what?
Blanchard's career. All right. Also, if that was true, and she did say the N-word in Japan, that's strong. That's real strong.
That's like Jim Cornette levels
believe
right
it.
there.
That's not
Trevor
good.
Murdoch, the only man I know who can... Yeah,
Redacted,
Hey,
redacted. Hey, I already had to censor Matt. I don't want to censor you too, you stupid shit. All right, we're going to go to Superstar of the Week. Stel, talk to me.
Well, our pick this week, it's
Very obvious. We don't watch Wrestle
Leader
Kingdom.
of Los Ingobernables de Japón,
I'm
you,
surprised
I
you
wanna
actually
say
got that
that.
right.
Tetsuya Naito.
I like that.
Naito Tetsuya!
I love that announcer. And then also, whenever they do Destino, where the commentator just holds O for like 4
Until
minutes.
the pinfall's done.
Kevin Kelly.
I love Kevin
They
Kelly.
also say they do it with the Rainmaker. They do it with the Rainmaker too. Here we go, Rainmaker.
It's because they even said it. Like, they have no producers and they can just do whatever they want.
See,
It's
you
great.
Yell people's
Also,
ears.
Rocky Romero, fucking funny.
He's so funny.
I love Rocky.
I love. You
But
can't
yeah,
commentary is so tough. But I love it.
Naito 2
This
belts,
is kinda
Naito
odd.
2 belts, if you may. You're gonna get a sweet towel this week. Use it if you want. You probably won't, but you can use it to wipe up your blood after
You
Ken's
can
kicked
wipe
you
up
in
all
the
that
face.
You
drip
can
he got
clean your
going.
titles.
Fuck, he used it to clean both his belts. Clean up that drip.
I love the picture of him at the press conference. He has
Goddamn.
both belts on the desk. He's just sitting there like really casual with both belts.
Yeah,
on the
he
desk.
doesn't. He never
That's
holds
him.
them up.
He
Tranquilo.
just carries them.
He's very tranquilo.
That's pretty much That's pretty much all we have to say. I mean, it could have been like Okada maybe for his performances, but he didn't leave anything.
He didn't. It could have been Chris Jericho.
Could have been Osprey. It
I
could have been Takahashi.
I do feel Okada because even at New Year's Dash he was going. You can see the tape on his neck, and you see he was in a lot of pain. They're focusing on that.
Hats off to the guys who worked like all three of
All
those
three,
shows.
yes.
That's insanity.
Go.
I'll give credit to Tanahashi. I'll give credit to Osprey. I'll give credit to Takahashi too.
I'll give credit to Chris Jericho. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
he's an old man.
He's
Feels like
old, but you know what? He had a good set of week.
He went from Jacksonville to Japan. Now he's back in the States. Same with Moxley. Moxley worked 2 nights and won both times.
Dude was fucking.
And then cracked some bubbly on Jericho's head.
And then showed up in New Year's Dash.
He did. Him and Suzuki are gonna have a freaking scary match.
They
All right,
will
so
pounce
that's
each
it for
other.
Superstar of the Week. We're gonna go into our final segment. Hey, guess what's back? The Street Gym Universe is back.
Oh
First time
yeah,
in quite a
baby!
while.
I am your head writer.
So for those who don't know, for first-time viewers, the Steam Dream Universe is a WWE 2K19 universe simulation.
Fuck 2K20 at Matt Schmidt. You're stupid.
Dummy.
They have some good stables.
No, they don't. Maybe they do. I actually don't know.
The roster,
You should
the
play
roster,
it.
pretty solid. Other than that, oh boy, no.
So, we got our second pay-per-view of Season 2. It is Stel's pay-per-view as the executive director of SmackDown. We are Backlash in Mexico City, Mexico.
Lucha Underground.
Lucha Underground, and because of Syndicate. And I didn't have another joke planned. So, I'm going to go match by match. I'm going to go how I wrote this feud. And then, Stel, give me what you want as the result. Because I don't control it. And I think Eric is leaving. Eric, are you ready?
Nope.
My humble
It's
apologies.
just the last segment. It's just the last.
I'm going to run through this very quick because I know Eric has work. So first match for the hardcore title. The champion, Epico Colon. Yeah, that's right. You heard that correctly.
Wait, what?
Shut up. I'll get there in a second.
Just listen. Just listen. I'm listening. This is our booking.
Against the Extreme Gentleman Jack Gallagher. Now hear me out. So the Syndicate, El Sindicato, if you may, it is Andrade, Zelina. It is the revamped No Way Jose as Luis Valenzuela, which he has El Cucuy makeup. It's fucking awesome. You have Epico, and you got Lince Dorado and Sin Cara. Look, I want chaos memes funny. So, Epico is basically just imagine Ortiz from LAX, essentially, just crazy as fuck. That's what Epico is.
I'm a heel.
It's essentially what it is. And then, Gentleman Jack Gallagher is a gentleman, but he's fucking British, and he kicks the shit out of people.
There's an umbrella.
So they have a sweet hardcore title match. Stel, give me your thoughts on this.
Epico should win because I don't think Jack Gallagher is probably the right person to beat him right now.
The only reason I for my thing, the only reason I want Gentleman Jack Gallagher to win this is with the injury return of Psycho Sid.
That's for after the match, and he'll face Epico, the guy who put him on the shelf.
Fuck it. Next match, because I kind of gave up and I needed a seventh match. The Bella Twins versus Natalia and Trish Stratus. Bella Twins are bitches. That's it. I really couldn't give a shit. This could go either way.
I said Mean Girls. Is there a proper tag team here?
Look, let me write, all right? Fuck you.
On their description, it says the Bellas have been very chummy lately. They're twin sisters, you know.
Hey, you know what?
We didn't think of that.
Eric, shut up for a second. Shut up.
Continuity.
Shut up. Don't need continuity in this fucking universe, all right? For the SmackDown Women's title, we got Bianca Belair defending against heel Becky Lynch.
I like that.
Becky Lynch is kind of causing chaos. You know, no women's matches are allowed because every women's match Becky just comes out, beats the shit out of everyone, and says, "When is my fucking moment?"
This is 2006 Great Khali.
Eric, look.
This is SmackDown.
Eric, if you want to start writing, let me know. Otherwise, you can eat a bag of farts.
This is a different universe.
Down.
This is a hard one because I don't think it's. Maybe we can give it to her. I was going to wait till SummerSlam to do it. But if we want to do it right away and say just halt Bianca's push for a bit, because she has been doing really well.
She's holding the title for a few months now.
She's doing pretty well. This one could go either way, in my opinion.
I would be fine with either decision.
Yeah, if we really want to go on with this new unhinged Becky Lynch, then sure, we'll give it to her. She can stipulation matches at pay-per-views from now on, and have a big match at SummerSlam with whoever's probably the top person in the division at that point. Maybe rematch with Bianca. Maybe somebody else, maybe Kairi Sane, who's new to the division.
Maybe Charlotte.
Because she's new to my division in this universe.
Love that.
So we'll see what happens. But if I had to choose, I guess Becky. I'm not really opposed.
If I had to choose, I'd be fine with Becky too.
Yeah, so whatever.
So this next one is my pride and joy for SmackDown.
Yeah, Tim wrote this one.
And I wrote this one because I fucking wanted to. It is the breakup of the Good Brothers, Carl Anderson versus Luke Gallows. Eric, let me explain something. I know you're shaking your head at me. Let me explain something to you. I've been teasing it for a hot second. So basically, Doc is a very emotional guy, and whenever someone riles him up, he has to get held back by the machine gun himself. And one day, Doc just fucking snaps, and he takes out Carl Anderson and beats the absolute tar out of him. And Carl is going super big baby face, just doing promos I'm gonna give him my all. You're gonna really see the machine gun. And Doc, he's like, you know what? Yeah, I attacked you. I'm fucking done. They have a nice segment where they're in the Anderson house and they're just having dinner, and Doc beats the shit out of him in his own house with his wife right fucking there. It's fucking funny. But so I really want Doc to be just a huge heel. I gave him a new entrance. I gave him new attire. I'm giving him, spoiler, a manager if he wins in Billy Kay. Fuck you, Eric.
Icons aren't together in this universe. Peyton's on Raw, I think. Peyton was from
Peyton is on Raw. Yeah, I have Peyton because, yeah. Stel, how do you like my writing?
Gal should win because I just want to see him being more of a dick of other people after this, too.
Eric, tell me why you hate it. Just go for it. I'm ready. I'm ready to face your criticism.
The only reason I would support this if Carl Anderson gets a singles push and we get
the return machine gun. If whoever wins, Carl Anderson's gonna get a singles push.
I'm good. Can he have his machine gun entrance when the announcer says his name and he does the and then the machine gun noise?
You can find a PC. In Japan. You find a PC mod for it. I'll make it happen. All right, for the SmackDown Tag Team titles, we got Sin Cara and Lindsay Dorado. Matt, I swear to God, you laugh at me again.
That one makes sense.
Against Big E and Kofi Kingston. Cara and Dorado, they put Xavier Woods on the fucking sidelines with an injury.
Just like in real life.
And Big E fucking loses it. E goes nuts. He beats the shit out of both of them. On the Go-Home show, not the Go-Home show, the week before, they actually beat the Syndicate in a non-title match because I thought it was kind of cool. Stel.
I'm going to say keep with the Syndicate, just to keep the whole thing, their total dominance going. I don't think they should start losing to have Descent until Rumble time next year, maybe the end of the year. We can start having some Descent happen because the big payoff is Team McMahon / Team America versus Team Syndicate at next Mania.
Team Mexico.
Pretty much.
And it's in Texas.
I think have Cara and Dorado win, but maybe the feud gets a stipulation match in the next pay-per-view. And that's where it caps off because stipulation matches shouldn't matter, unlike in real life. Roman Reigns and King Corbin.
Got him.
Yeah. So keep the titles on the Mexicans, and then we'll go from there.
All right. Wow. Jeez. For the
I'm not Jim Cornette, I swear.
That's fair. On the WWE Championship in your semi-main event, as the newly reformed No Way Jose, now Luis Valenzuela, he's jacked as shit, and he's got El Cucuy face paint, against Eddie Guerrero. Now, this is not face Eddie Guerrero, but it's also not heel Eddie Guerrero. You kind of got tweener going on. So this is true. So Eddie Guerrero, his whole bit is that he's trying to join the Syndicate. He's like, hey, I've got Hispanic descent. Let me join. And they're basically saying, go fuck yourself. You suck and you're bad. So every time he tries to join, he's actually been getting some wins, and this big behemoth, he's not really behemoth, he's like 6'3", is just
scary.
looking at him and says, absolutely not. So he's like, all right, I'll take your title, and then I can join. That's it. That's what do you, Stel, hit me.
I think you should get Luis Valenzuela being like, we don't want you or anyone in your stupid family in our group.
Fucking good one. I like
Yes.
that. Up top.
We don't want Guerrero's in here.
No Guerrero's
So,
allowed. He's
yeah,
the only Guerrero in this goddamn game, but that's okay.
That's fair. I think Valenzuela retains.
I also think he should.
Yeah.
And then he should go, we don't want warriors, we are anarchists, and we're taking over.
They already take over.
They already take over.
They already took
SmackDown
over.
is Lucha Underground.
And we've taken over.
Yeah.
Okay.
SmackDown's
It's
Lucha
literally
Underground.
Lucha Underground. That's a set and everything.
Um,
I'm pretty sure
and-
Kyrie's going to jump off the set at one point.
Is Vampiro an announcer?
I wish.
Wish you could have
And your
that.
main event for not the United States title. No.
The South American
The
title.
South American Championship. Do you get
Which
it?
Raw will do,
Yeah,
and then we'll say we did it first.
Continuity. And if they do it, I will say I wrote it first, and that
we're gonna
WWE
sue
should
them.
hire me. Andrade will defend against Randall Keith. No. So
Orton.
Andrade doesn't wrestle anymore. This his whole heel bit where he's like, I run the show. I don't fucking need to wrestle. And Randy Orton, he's not like legend killer, but he's very purist. He's like, I only want like real wrestlers in this show. And he sees Andrade, he's like, you're not really a real wrestler. You're just kind of like a figurehead who does some bullshit stuff.
Is this Imperium? That is,
So like Andrade is like, I'm not gonna allow Orton on my programming, whatever. Orton shows up, he RKO's fucking everybody. Orton gets arrested, has to pay a fine, and Andrade's like, you know what? If you beat the rest of the syndicate in the handicap match, I'll let you challenge me. Guess what? He fucking did it because holy shit, Randy Orton is Randy Orton.
Love Randy Orton.
But yeah,
I can't see Almas losing the title.
I also
already.
can't see Almas losing the
No,
title.
because like, especially to Orton, like Orton's just put him over, and then we'll have Andrade continue his reign of terror.
Reign of Terror for this year. All right, that's it from SDU. So now we are about to close the fucking doors.
Yeah, close doors until next time, which will be Rumble weekend. A lot of stuff happening next time we come to you. It's going to be hard times.
Hard times. We got Worlds Collide
Worlds
and the
Collide,
Rumble.
and the Rumble to talk
Hard Knock
about.
Life.
So it's going to be an interesting time. Not much else official for next episode right now. Aside from the discussions for those three shows, we'll know what happened at Blackpool, we'll know what happened at Hard to Kill, and whatever happens in between now and then, we'll find out. Anything to plug from Matt?
Follow me on Twitter at Impulse754, I believe it is. Follow me, subscribe to me subscribe to me on YouTube
Today.
at Impulse753.
Today, Junior.
And follow me, and I hate myself for using this platform, but follow me on Mixer at Impulse753.
Eric, anything to plug?
Follow me on Instagram at Harmon Eric. That's it.
Man of few plugs. YouTube.com/SteamDream. Buy our freaking stuff at Teespring.com/store/SteamDream. Buy our towel. Do it because I said so. Or follow me on Instagram at INTLS. Because you know what? Fuck it. I'm a cool dude too. Stel, what do you got to plug?
Follow me on Twitter at Stel Shoots, and also follow me on Instagram at StelSSB. If you're going to Genesis 7 in Oakland, California, I'll see you there. I'll probably tell you what to do because as I am on staff for the event.
Everyone, go find him, take videos and pictures of him, and send them to at Stel Shoots.
He
or
wants
at
to take a selfie with you.
I'll have a sweet suit
Get
on.
nice and close.
I'll have a nice suit on like Cody does at most
Get
Starcast
as
events.
close as possible. Like sniff his head. Do whatever you want. Maybe not sniff his head. That's a bit
I have
weird.
a freshly shaved head.
Freshly shaven.
Not freshly squeezed like Orange Cassidy.
Freshly shaven.
Also,
Stel
watch
Shoots.
NWA Power every Tuesday.
Do it. And that will be it. We have closed the doors. We will see you all for Royal Rumble weekend. Thank you for your time, Lars Sullivan to Gay Porn.